is right here in Hibiya-Koen in Tokyo, Japan. Today I'm going to look very close at the parts of the tree. In the other video I just kind of explained the song, but in this one we're going to look at each part in more detail. This is great for a student that's older, someone in kindergarten, first grade especially. First graders, you might like this video because I want you to look at your trees when you go home and think about, does my tree look like this tree? And if it does, then you can say, tell your mom or dad, why does it look the same? If your tree doesn't, then tell them, why does it look different? This is a great conversation starter. Have fun with your trees. If you're an older student, then you might want to know a little bit more about the bark of a tree. So if you look very closely, these ridges right here, this chunky part of the tree, this is a protection, like the coat on the tree. And you have a name in another language, but in English we say bark. Bark. Not like a dog, but bark. So it's very hard and it has all these different types of shapes. And you can see small different colors. Okay? This part of the tree, the bark has worn away, and all you have is the wood from the tree, and then here's the bark here. You can see it very closely. Okay. Now let's take a look at the roots. This is a great tree because it has lots of roots. Thick, thick, thick roots. And you can imagine how deep these go because this tree is massive. The roots are found on the ground, of course. And if you can step back just a little bit, you can see how wide and spindly these roots are. They go all the way around this tree. It's a great tree. It's a good tree for climbing too. It's really good. Let me see. Yep. So you can see the roots and the twists and turns at the very bottom. Okay. I wonder how old this tree is. If we cut it open, we can look inside, but who wants to do that? Okay. And here are the branches. This tree is massive. It goes all the way up. And you see the branches? If you're looking about the parts of the trees, that's where the water is flowing through the branches and the stem, and it's going to the leaves of the plant. So that's just a little bit more information about the parts of the branches and the trunk. Let's look at the trunk. This whole area is the trunk. It's just the body of the tree. So if you look at this tree over here, it's a lot slender, more slender. But it still has a trunk. Doesn't make a difference. If this was a plant, we would probably call it a stem, but since it's a tree, we call it a trunk. It's thick and round. Let's look at the bark over here. This bark might be a little bit more, it's a lot different. So this one has more green moss on it. You can see this green here. And it's not as hard. And it's a different type of tree as well. It's a conifer. Let's see if I can get the leaves are different. You can see the branches have, there you go. Really spiky, right? That was just a quick look at the parts of the tree up close and in person. If you have any questions, put them down here in the comment box and I'll try and answer them as best as I can.